where it says, an explosion occurred at the NIPCO Compressed Natural Gas (CNG) filling station in Benin State, Edo State, in Benin City, Edo State, on October 16, 2024. It happened around 5:30 p.m. and was caused by substandard CNG cylinder installed in a vehicle, leading to the vehicle's explosion when filled with about 4 SCM of gas. 3 individuals were injured and were taken to the University of Benin Teaching Hospital for treatment, with 1 requiring surgery. Initial reports indicate that the cylinder was not designed for CNG use and had been illegally modified. The incident has raised concerns about the safety of converting petrol-powered vehicles to CNG, a practice promoted by the federal government to reduce transport costs. In response, the presidential CNG initiative confirmed the incident and emphasized the importance of using approved conversion centers adhering to safety standards. Authorities, including the police and NIPCO management, are investigating the cause of the explosion, while operations at the affected stations have been temporarily suspended. NIPCO reiterated its commitment to safety and the need for compliance with industry regulations to prevent similar incidents in the future. Sir, are you there with us?
With you, I'm hearing you clearly.
Okay.
Even though some of these are not among the topics sent to me yesterday, but anyway, we'll go with it.
Okay. So the explanation of this is just with the situation of petroleum in the country. A time came when the federal government said, okay, let us move on to CNG, and let's modify some of the vehicles that are running the roads to be converted to CNG and be powered by CNG. The first case came out that a tricycle, a keke napep, exploded somewhere because of the cylinder. Some things happened to the cylinder that were not supposed to be like that. It was wrongly wired and it exploded, causing, at first, the first one had no incident of injury or life loss, but this is a second incident now where the new vehicles that have been powered with CNG have exploded. The second vehicle have exploded, and this one has brought about 2 injuries, of one person needing surgery and the other person also being taken to the hospital. So what the question now is, how is this a welcome development? Will this not keep happening, since there's a problem with the fuel crisis and a lot of persons have been moving to CNG? Should we be scared of this new pattern brought about by the federal government about our lives?
Thank you very much, my dear brother. You want to copy from people who are honest. You want to copy from people who are dedicated. You want to copy from people who have the interest of the masses. You want to copy from people who are servant leaders, but you don't want to copy very well. You see, the implication of this is that you are taking fire to the market. You are carrying fire to the market. The first one, keke napep. Second one, you see, how was the pipes cleared to wharf? Where are this responsible for confirming the standard organization? Where are they? Before this were cleared, were they to confirm they are of standard? You have read it all. That it is as a result of poor quality, not in the specification. And you want us to run with CNG, which means everybody will be afraid of himself. Which means we will expect them fire CNG on a daily basis. Now, who will be responsible for the treatment of those that are injured? Who should be responsible for those that are in the hospital, the surgery? Who will be responsible for the family or the government? You see, we talk about corruption. Not only in CNG pipes. It's all over. Each reasons, people are running away from made in Nigerian goods. If you want to produce well. That is why we cannot export anything. Even you go there, our people go there and reduce the standard. That's not the quality. That's not the standard being used overseas where this CNG is operated. That's not the standard. If you go to America, even the China product we are running away from, they have standard. They're better. People will go and give them a lower, inferior specification. So it's all about corruption, and it calls for caution before we. I discussed this issue some time ago with one of your radio stations here, and I said, let us see the implementation. You cannot, you want to introduce something, put a strong need. Let it work in the workability, depth of the people. We have not even, it has not gone all over the federation. We have started experiencing explosions. We have started experiencing casualties. So it gives room for all these things. And it leaves much to be desired. That something you are not, you don't have the strength, you don't have the ability to get, to control your people who are in corrupt situation. Nigerians were terrible people. Who brought those pipes? Who tore them? Were they properly installed? The pipes didn't meet the station. So my advice is that before you convert your vehicle from petrol to gas, be careful.
Okay. Finally, on this issue, this CNG, if fuel keeps going high, this CNG is going to be a norm. It's going to be mixed with other vehicles and in the cars of road users. Don't you think that the federal government is trying as much as they can to make it safe and to make it usable and implementable? Do you think that people would want to the third party people would want to hijack this? People that do not really know the safety protocols want to hijack this and make it more accessible but less safe? Or do you think the government can really take care of this program and make sure that it works?
You just answered the question you are asking me. It will be hijacked. It will be compromised. Personally, I converted my generator from petrol to gas about last year, and it's working fine. But you're not talking about being hijacked. That's what I'm talking about, corruption. Unless and until we deal with corruption in the system, nothing will move forward. I just mentioned that you are carrying fire in the market. Who will give the license to import these pipes? Will they not be party supporters? Will they not be politicians? Will they not be friends and well-wishers of those in power? And they will go there and give them specification of lower standard of what is there. Nigeria, there's nothing you cannot get in Nigeria. The direct answer to your question is that it will be hijacked. Okay. Because of the situation in Nigeria, the bad situation of corruption in Nigeria, it will be hijacked. And if my worry is that, and I make sure that people, before you convert, before you use it, exercise greater cautions, because you don't know. But then at the same time, government should come up and they say, look, before you convert, you meet the standard. Where are the standard organizations? Where are they? We have them there. Do they actually make sure that the standard is maintained? The problem in Nigeria is not even, we may have good policies, but implementations. And some of these countries, some of these things are being done by evil people who don't mean well. Selfish people, self-centered people. So the summary, it will be hijacked. And this government, even the government, are they sincere themselves? But policy have they told you and they've implemented? Have you seen them implemented? So I ask you, if you want to convert, I will be very careful.
Okay, sir. All right. A very big thank you there for your opinion on that. We do hope that the government agencies in charge of the CNG conversion make it safe and usable. The fact that it's there should also be sensitization programs to make sure that people know how to use it and how to be safe about it. We'll go on to the third story before we take a short break. Do not forget that this is Atlantic Television.
Have people been trained?
Sir?
Where are the training depots? Before you start to use what you have not used, there must be training. People will be trained. The public will be there. Will be aware. You pay awareness. You have not created enough awareness. You are now introducing into the market, and you want people to go and jump into it. People will, if the people, some of the people will kill themselves by misapplication of it. So there have not been any awareness. People have not been trained, and they want to introduce it. What people have not been using before.
Yes. So we'll move on to the next.